Welcome to Paula's Talk Show, everybody. Today's guest is Maria Longo.
Hi, thank you for having me here today.
Hi. All right. Today's topic is on the Cold War. We're going to briefly go over this topic. The definition of Cold War is a continuing state of tension and hostility between the Soviet Union and the United States. There was no fighting involved. The United States was democratic and the Soviet Union was communist. The Iron Curtain wasn't actually a real curtain. It was an imaginary line that divided Europe. The East were the Soviet-dominated communist countries, and the West were Western democracies. Joseph Stalin created United Germany. He wanted to push the Allies out of Berlin, and he closed all land routes bringing supplies to the East. Western European countries formed NATO in response to the division of Germany. NATO stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization. In this organization, members pledged to support each other if any member nation was attacked. Soon after NATO was formed, the Warsaw Pact was also. In 1955, the Soviets formed it with its satellite countries. It was a defensive alliance promising military help. U.S. President Harry Truman created the Truman Doctrine. The Truman Doctrine was an economic and military policy to help other nations resist communism. Do you know what the word containment means?
No, I do not.
It means limiting communism to areas already under communist control. The U.S. sent military and economic aid to Greece and Turkey to resist communism. The Marshall Plan was then formed in 1947. This was an economic aid to strengthen democratic governments and lessen communist appeal. The U.S. and Soviets armed themselves to prepare for attacks. This definitely raised levels of tension and fear. Wouldn't you be paranoid if your enemy was also building up its military and technology and not knowing what they're going to do next?
Yes, I would have fear of what weapon they're making next.
What do you think would have happened if the Cold War ended up as fighting and using weapons and technologies?
I think we would be with bad terms with Soviet Union.
How do you feel about President Harry Truman?
I like the creation of the Truman Doctrine very much. I thought it was a great way to help other countries resist communism.
Well, that's all what we have today, folks. Thanks for watching this week's episode on the Cold War.
Well, thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
Thank
Bye.
you.